Hey guys, it's Kanan. Wait, what's going on? No Nights of Horrors? Nope. I'm trying a little something different for today's Let's Play. Um, as a lot of you know, me and Jess went uh, out of state for the weekend. We went to see her family and our friends because it was her yearly family get together. Plus, we saw some friends that we've not seen in a while. And during the trip, several of our friends, t- um, we were just all sitting around, and I was telling stories and stuff like that from my childhood and stuff like that. And not one, not two, but three of our friends told me that they love the way I tell stories. And they always say that I have such great stories because me and my two nephews we lived in an area where you had to make your own fun. And Jess even says she's surprised that all three of us are still alive at this point. So one of them gave me the idea that I should just stream Minecraft and tell stories. Well, sadly, with our internet, I can't stream, not yet. But it sparked an idea. And at first, I thought, should I make a new series like Nights of Horrors? But I was like, no, I couldn't think of a name. Maybe I'll think of a name eventually. But I was like, you know what? I want to do that. I want to play games like Minecraft, Stardew Valley, and just tell stories from my childhood. Um, I'll probably try and just do one story per episode. That way I don't run out of them. But I decided to start with Stardew Valley. So, welcome to the first Let's Play of Stardew Valley. Now, I have played this game a little bit on consoles, but I've never gotten real far in it. See, I grew up playing games like Harvest Moon and then Rune Factory. There's a little game called My Time in Portia that I actually really like. I think that's how you pronounce it. But Stardew Valley is the only one that really allows you to do almost anything. And so I was like, you know what? I'm finally going to sit down and really try and make something great with this game and maybe see it toward its end, even though it's a very long game. And I was like, you know what? I want to share that with you guys. Right now we're in a very questionable time. I might actually be out of work for a little bit starting the end of this week. We still don't know if the mall that I work in is going to shut down, but the bigger, more successful mall shut down today, so I was like, yeah, I need to have something to do while I'm not at work. So, yeah. Sit down, sit tight, get comfortable, and let's do some farming. Okay, so we're going to do new game. Now, if you don't know, if you know me very well, you know that I prefer actually to play as female characters. Don't ask me why, I just do. Um, going to give her a name. Let's call her Claire. This is the name of all my farms from Harvest Moon and all that. I have always named my farm this, so whoops. Sunshine. Favorite thing? Eh. Let's say games. Do I want a puppy or do I want a kitty? I usually prefer dogs, but I'm gonna go with a cat this time around. Okay, let's give her a little bit of a tan. Go from the side so I can see the back of the hair better. No. Wait, what was that? Nah, not into buns. Should I just give her long hair? Ugh. They add hairstyles since I last played this, because there's a lot more. It seems like. Okay, let's just go. Let's go with the basic ponytail. We'll just go with the basic look. The heck is that? Nah. We'll worry about that later. Eye color. Let's give her violet eyes. Hair color. Yeah. Dang it, I keep on messing up. I want to make it blonde, but my gosh, it looks like... Okay, let's go with something different here. Let's go with blue eyes. Yeah. This black hair. Pants color, I'm just going to keep that all. You know, we're not going to skip the intro. Whoops. There we go. Give her jet black hair. Okay. Okay. Let's get this going. Probably took a little too long there, but I care about my character creation. And for my special granddaughter, looks like Grandpa Santa's gonna buy the toy store in the sky. I want you to have this sealed envelope. Thank you. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now listen close. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern. Sorry, my mouth's really dry. and your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. I forgot how depressing that sounds. It happens, my dear. You'll be ready for this gift. Now let Grandpa rest. XX years later. Technically, that's 20. 20 years later. Hyoha, or Joja. Join us. Thrive. Work, work, work. No rest. This is kind of smile here with terminated. Well, we're all about to not have jobs, so Woody's on pills. My character is just depressed. Oh, wait. The letter. It's finally time. Modern time has just completely ruined me. Dear Claire, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I lost sight of what mattered most in life. Real connections with other people and nature. So, I dropped everything and moved to a place I truly belong. Just throw everything away, start a farm. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Sunshine Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my dear. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? I don't know. I mean, that was a long time ago. He might have bit the dust as well. I love the music in this. Ah, fresh air, mountains, blue sky. Stardew Valley, less than a mile away. 0.5 miles, to be exact. Bird! First animal. Hello, you must be Claire. Well, yeah. Saving. Thank you. Your progress has been saved. What the? Did it skip the whole entire entry? Okay, I'm sure most of you have already seen this game anyway, so. Yeah, it didn't even have us meet Lewis or anything, so that's weird. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, let's get started. So yeah, I don't know why it skipped that. I've never had that happen before. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, I'm just trying to get myself all familiar with the controls again, because it has been some time since I've played this. Do I have any mail? I don't have any mail. Well, that's sad. I'll get to my story here in a sec. I just want to get some land cleared out. Get some wood. Just working on my farm. Dunk. Dunk. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Getting started. If you want to become a farmer, you have to start with the basics. Use your hoe to till the soil, then use a seed packet on the tilled soil to sow a crop. Water every day until the crop is ready for harvest. Cultivate. Okay. Oops. Yeah. I still don't know why it skipped like the entire intro, but like I said, this game's been out for a while. I'm sure all of you have seen the intro, and I know I've seen it, so it's not that big a deal. So I want to get enough land, clear it out, that way I can plant some stuff. It's pretty funny that any tool can get rid of weeds, at least. It didn't even ask me what kind of farm, like what kind of land I want to do, but I think this is just the normal land that you can pick, which was the one I was going to pick anyway. So, see, I think, yeah, it's still gonna. Okay, this. Okay. So we've got 15 of them, but we've also got some mixed seeds, so. Didn't mean to make that as long. Whoops. Let's get these seeds out, though I'm running out of energy already. I wasn't paying attention to that. I know they don't give a whole lot, but let's go ahead and throw those in there. That way I can make a little bit of money. Let's plant the seeds. Well, almost. You wouldn't think watering plants would... Oops. Okay, that's done. Let's look at town. Oops. Well, welcome to the main town, if you've never seen this game before. It's a pretty big map. It'll take me a little bit to meet everyone. Oh, it's nice to meet you. Huh? Nice to meet you too. Move here, the spring is lovely. Okay, well, there's one person met. Hello there, I'm Gus, chef and owner of the Star Group Saloon. Or was it Star Group? I don't know. Star Drop. I said Star Troop. What's wrong with me? Okay. Just going into people's houses unannounced. Oh, not met you. Penny. Oh, hello. I'm Penny. Well, nice to meet you, Penny. Is that all you had to say? Okay. I get it. I'm a stranger. Got me a flower. Whose house is in here? Oh. Oh, I can read it on your face. You're going to love it here in Pelican Town. If you're ever looking for something to do in the evening, stop by the saloon. That's where I work. Ooh, she wants to meet me at work, huh? Well, don't mind me while I peruse around your house. I'm just the new girl. Nowhere for me to say. Jody. Oh, you aren't exactly how I imagined, but that's okay. Well, that's... Oh, a stranger. My name's Vincent. Mama says not to talk to strangers, but you seem okay. That's not a good mentality to have. That's actually a dangerous mentality to have. I could be a kidnapper for all you know. I'm not. Well, let's look. I've already said. Ooh, old lady. Hello, Evelyn. Well, hello and welcome to our little community, dear. You can call me Granny if you like. She's just the town granny. Even though I still have played this game, it has been a while since I played it. Caroline. Hello, you must be Claire, the new farmer. I'm Caroline. Well, nice to meet you. The hospital, where I'm sure I'll be going to a lot, and there's no one here. What kind of healthcare is that? Oh, yeah. It didn't even let me choose my birthday. That's messed up. Oh, well. Hello? Oh. I guess since I've already talked to you, you won't talk to me again. Pierre. Hey, it's Miss Claire, the new farmer. I'm Pierre, owner of the local grocery store. If you're looking for seeds, my shop is the place to go. I'll also buy produce from you for a good price. Alrighty. Oh, hello. Abigail. Oh, that's right. I heard someone who was moving on to that old farm. It's kind of a shame, really. I always enjoy exploring those overgrown fields by myself. Well, I'm sorry me taking over my grandfather's farm is a burden to you. Jeez. Oh. George. It's irritating to have to meet all these new people, huh? Name's George, by the way. Now buzz off. I'm watching my MTV. Trailer. I forgot those trailers. She's busily washing the dishes. Busily, is that a word? You can really get lost in the music in this game. It really does have nice music. Hello there. Welcome to the Stardew Valley Archaeological Office. Come through. This is embarrassing, but the previous customer made off with the entire collection. God, dude. They completely ripped you off. What were you doing? Asleep? We don't have any artifacts for display, but I'm hoping to remedy that soon. Hey, if you find any artifacts or minerals out there, would you let me know? In other words, do my job in getting stuff back. Golly, I forgot that the museum completely got ripped off. This will be the blacksmith, where we will be at a lot. Clint. Hi, I'm Clint. Well, someone's socially awkward. I get you, dude. I can be a little socially awkward, too. There's nothing wrong with that. Pam. Hey, kid. The name's Pam. Okay. Oh. Well, oh my gosh, it's a Super Saiyan. Hi, I'm Sam. Good to meet you. Well, Sam the Super Saiyan. Can I talk to you? Nope, you work for corporate, so you don't want to talk to normal people like me. Golly. What really... He's hard at work. He doesn't seem interested in talking. Okay, so he's working. So you've got... Join us. So this guy right here pretty much looks like he's a... How are you doing today, Morris? He looks like a dirtbag. I don't believe we've met. Morris... Georgia, customer satisfaction representative. When you decide you want to become a Georgia member, I'll be delighted to help make your transition a joyous experience. Well, I've already been that way. So, okay, so you've got one cashier, one dude, I'm guess, doing stock, and that's it. Boy, their turnover must be really bad. Oh, now you want to talk to me. I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? Gee. Sorry. Flip around here. Go across this little rickety bridge. Ooh, there's another flower. I can either sell or give that to someone I want to get close with. Got you. Daffodil. Do you like daffodils? Okay. Now, I do remember what happens in there, but I'm going to wait a little bit on that. Before I get really any major story going, I'm just going to farm and work on stuff and stuff like that. Before I try and touch any... I think I have to at some point to keep going. But once the main story really gets going, I will... Pretty much what you can always do in these kind of games is kind of ignore it a little bit and do what you want to do. Usually when I go into these games, I don't really have a plan on what I want to do. First thing is usually to get chickens. And because of that, it's because chickens are really easy to earn money fast earlier in game. And the best way to do that is to forage. You know, find stuff that you can sell daily, like flowers. It's locked. Well, people around here are smart. And stuff like that. And of course, the vegetables they start you off with to make some money. That way you can gather lumber and all that. And build yourself a chicken coop, and then once you have a chicken coop, all you need to do is really get an egg. Get one egg, and you can pretty much build an empire, a chicken empire from that. Then once they start producing eggs, it doesn't take very long. Okay, I'm trapped. It doesn't take very long for you to start making money. And then once you make that money, you can start building up towards... I'm going to have to go all the way around. I'm blocked, and I don't want to use any more energy. Once you have more money, you can start saving up to build a barn for cows and other animals. And then, of course, once you start making money from that, from vegetables, from the chickens, from the cows, then you can start saving toward upgrading your house, upgrading your tools, especially if you want to get married and all that in this game, which this was one of the first Harvest Moon-like games. Well, I won't call it Harvest Moon-like because it's its own game, and it does a ton of stuff that Harvest Moon just doesn't seem to get right anymore. And that's the sad thing. I think Harvest Moon games have kind of went downhill in a way. But yeah, this was like one of the first games like this where you can... yes, go to sleep. Where they actually allow like same-sex marriage. Look, I mean, 65 gold. And if you are in a same-sex relationship, you can adopt. Which is really, really cool. People have been waiting for Harvest Moon to do that for years. And they've still not done it. Okay, let's water our plants. Our vegetables. And really, like, this little patch of vegetables is all you really need to start growing. So how many people have I met? Okay, 17 out of 28. So there's still a few. Let's fill my water can. Still a few that I've not met yet. Oh, I just realized I have a letter. Hello there. Just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I've got something for you, Willie. Okay, well, I guess that's where I'm going. It's the beach. Okay. God, I love the music of this game. It's got one of the best soundtracks ever. Okay, guys, so story time. So, like I said, back when I was a kid, I've always lived out in the country. I've never lived out in a suburb or a city or anything like that. I've always lived out on on farms and stuff like that. I guess that's why one of the reasons why I love these kind of games. So when I was a kid, scene time. Just hold up. Ahoy there, miss. And he just gave me a bamboo pole, okay? That's it. Okay, well, I'm gonna at least talk to him to make sure it... Ahoy there, it's nice to see young folk moving into the valley. It's not very common these days. Yeah, that's true. So anyway, story time. While I gather stuff. Oh, my inventory's already full. Okay, I'll come back for all this. So, when I was a kid, and this was before I really got into gaming, I kind of became an introvert after games entered my life. So, there's some people out in the world who would say video games probably ruined my life because I became less active. But, I mean, even back then, even when video games were starting to really grow, like the PS1, the N64, the PS2 and all that, we would still go outside and do stuff. But for me and my nephews, and you gotta understand, my nephews are very close to my age. I'm in my early 30s, and my oldest nephew, I think, is 29. So yeah, him and me are about 3 years apart. And, let's see... I'm just gonna sell these because I don't need them right now. I want to keep this wood and this stone. I don't know what I'll do. Anyway, crap, I don't have... That's right, I don't have a equipment box yet. Guess I'll give up the wood right now because I'm gonna have plenty of chance for wood. So yeah, we kind of grew like they were pretty much more like brothers to me than nephews. But anyway, whenever they would come over, we would get into all kinds of stuff because there was nothing around. I mean, we were sorry, Jess is making noise in the background. Oh, haven't met you, I don't think. Nope. Oh, she's shy. So whenever they would come over, we would pretty much have to make our own fun. And it's like Jess said sometimes, she's surprised all three of us are still alive. So, I guess one of the first stories I will tell... Okay, this one actually kind of involves my dad. So when they were a little bit younger, my nephews, being brothers, they kind of had the problem of not keeping their hands to themselves or their feet to themselves. And one day, we were in the backyard, and Dad was back there with us, and Dad always messed with us, And, when I say younger, I was probably in middle school about this time. My nephews were probably... My oldest one was probably around 5th grade. We were just in the backyard talking, and, my oldest nephew... he started kicking his little brother. And, and not hard, just like little, just tap him with his foot, just to annoy him. And Dad was like, you kick him one more time, I'm gonna throw this chair at you. And my nephew, in a bit of defiance, did it. And ran for it immediately. He kicked him and then ran. Like I said, it wasn't a hard kick. He didn't kick the hell out of him or anything. He just ran away. Well, Dad picks up a plastic lawn chair, Well, not really a lawn chair. It was just a plastic chair that you can buy like at a dollar store or anything. And threw the chair at him. The problem was, Dad thought that he was just going to keep running. And he didn't. He stopped and turned around. And that chair hit him right in the head. My dad freaked out. Like, he got all white in the face and all that. And I run over to him and look down at him because he's on the ground. And he's got a smile on his face. He's laughing. Oh, crap, I didn't mean to do that. And so it obviously didn't hurt that bad. Like I said, he was just laying there just tee-heeing. Well, I help him up. And he runs his hand through his hair. And his hand is covered in blood. And he flips out. Because he never, and to this day, he cannot stand the sight of blood. He will pass out if he sees blood. He goes, "Oh God, Papaw." My dad is flipping out because he knows my sister is going to kill him. So he takes him in the house and puts his head under his thing and just runs water on him. Because apparently the armrest of the chair just like grazed him on the head and just cut his head open. Like, it wasn't a gushing, it was just, you know, a scratch that was bleeding pretty badly. And I think he also made him get in the pool to hide it more. And sadly, I don't remember my sister's reaction. I mean, of course, she probably wasn't all that happy. But we were so used to accidents like this happening around the house, whether it be caused by one of us or something like that. So I don't remember her getting exactly mad. I think he did have to have stitches, and it's not because it was a bad cut. It's just because my sister is a registered nurse, so she just had it done just to be safe. But that's the most scared I have ever. You found a geode. Yay! That was the most scared I've ever seen my dad, because my dad was a tough guy. You know, he was like, and I don't mean this in a bad way. Like, he would come home from work, and I'd be in the kitchen, and he would just nudge me and be like, "Boy, I'm gonna kick your ass," you know, just to say it. I don't want you guys thinking bad about my dad when it comes to this. He was a really, really sweet guy. And like I said, it was an accident, you know. Like I said, he did not expect him to just up and turn around, because he said, "I'm gonna throw this chair at you if you kick him again." But yeah, that was a very interesting day. I'm gonna tell you one more. So my dad was a plumber for a little bit, and of course he had excuse me, darn allergies. They had so of course we had pipe laying all over the place, like mostly all over in the barn, because, you know, it was all in his truck and all that for whenever he had a job to go do. So me and my nephews were bored one day, like we always were. And we had just got done watching Toonami. And I think it was like Rurouni Kenshin or Yu Yu Hakusho that we had watched. And so we decide we're gonna take some of that piping, some of the harder piping, and we're gonna have a sword match with them. So we go out into the field that we had, out into the cow field where the woods were, because that way we wouldn't get caught. And so we make up a match. There was only 3 of us, so we couldn't like do a tournament or whatever. It was pretty much them go against each other. and then I would take the winner, and we would go from there. Uh, and first match, it was those two against each other. I'm sitting there watching, and I they go at it for a little bit, just beating these pipes together. Ooh, 372. That's pretty good. And my oldest one does like this. Oh, it's raining. Well, I don't have to watch my crops. I keep finding cool stuff. My backpack is full. Does this sound like you? Well, Pierre's got you. Yeah, the bigger backpack, but that thing is expensive from what I remember. He he jumps up in the air and does like a spinning move, and then just brings the pipe down. His brother goes to block it, like he's got it up like a sword, and he's got it like this. When he brings that pipe down, and also this was plastic pipes, this wasn't metal pipes. He brings it down. It breaks his brother's pipe, goes right through it, hits him right in the face, like it's just a whap. Now, his brother had one of the most awful cries in the world. Like anytime he cried, it sounded like a tornado warning siren. Like that. Like it was an awful cry. And of course we flip out, because not only did we just break one of my dad's pipes, we just broke it over his face. So we threw and hid the pipes in the woods and told him, because I think it had left a place, like he had like a mark. And we told him that if they ask what happened, to tell them that he took a dive in the pool, which it was an above ground pool that we had at that time. And in those above ground pools, you're not supposed to dive in them. And we tell him that you took a dive in the pool and you hit your face on the bottom of the pool. Because we weren't, me and my oldest weren't exactly worried about us just hitting him in the face with a pipe, but we were more worried about getting caught. And I don't think anyone asked. I don't think it was that much of a spot for them to notice. But I don't think my dad ever asked where that piping was, because he had so much that he just didn't pay attention to it, or just never really realized that it was gone. And a lot of bad things happened that summer to us. There was that. My oldest, I'll tell you these couple more stories, and then I'll save some more for next time. I've always wondered, what is that sound? It's like a wolf's howling or something. But that same summer, me and my oldest were going to go to my uncle's, because he lived right down the road, and he actually we didn't move far from when we did move from that house, the house we lived in when all this happened, because my uncle lives just right up the hill from us, pretty much. Yeah, we still live out in the country, guys, and but where we lived up on a hill, so we had to go down a pretty steep hill. That was on the road, and so I got on my bike, and he got on my scooter. That had, people around my age will remember when scooters, were the it thing to have, and we had done it several times. Like we would ride it down the road, down that hill, and go to his house, because Mom needed something from him, or just to hang out with him, because my uncle's a pretty cool guy. He knows a lot about computers, and he would show us stuff and all that. and because he's got computer parts laying all over the house. And I'm gonna try and find the beach, see if there's anything for me to take up on the beach. So we are gliding down, and I look over at him, and he already looked like he wasn't in full control. I don't know why. We were just going down the road. And he goes to hit the brake. Now, if some of you don't know, the brake on those scooters is on the back wheel. You just step on it, and it starts to slow it down. Well, when he went to step on it, there's a problem. He's not wearing tennis shoes. He's wearing flip-flops. So when he went to press down on the brake, he missed the brake, and his foot hit the floor. And so when his foot hit the road, when his foot hit the road, it just sent him tumbling. And he let out one of the worst sounds ever when he hit the road. Like, it was just a bad, ow. So I stop, look back, he gets up, he is covered in road rash. He's bleeding, he starts crying, and he tells me to this day he wasn't crying because he was in pain. He was crying just because of the blood. So he gets up, he's disoriented a little bit, he's just randomly looking around, and I'm thinking, what's wrong? Did he hit his head, or something like that? And he looks at me and goes, Kanan, I can't find my flip-flop. He was crying because he couldn't find his flip-flops. And I'm like, they're right there at the side of the road. And then, bless his heart, he goes over to the scooter and tries to pick it up. And he's like, Kanan, I can't do it. And I said, just leave it on the side of the road. I'll get it later. And we started screaming for my sister and my mom, telling them to come help us. And because, like I said, we were right down the road. They could hear us because they were sitting outside. Because this was during the summer. And we're screaming, help, help. They thought we were just fooling around. So they started screaming, shut up, back to us. And then finally my sister gets in her vehicle and pulls out to us. And I saw her coming, so I was like, okay, he'll be fine. My sister's coming. I'm going to go on ahead. You found a lost book. Yay. What little did I know, doing that made me look guilty. They really thought that I had wrecked him on purpose. Which, sad to say, I was a mean little shit back then. So that really wasn't out of character for me. Yeah, I'd done a lot of mean things when I was a kid. Don't we all? But, so I went to my uncle's, did what I needed to do there, came back, and they had thrown him into the pool so the chlorine would disinfect any of the wounds. And boy, he said that burnt like no other. So yeah, I come back, got blamed with it. They really thought that I had knocked him over, and that's why I took off when my sister showed up, because she said it looked like I hauled ass, but really I just rode like I normally would have. So yeah, I got blamed for it for the longest time. He would eventually go to he went to the hospital, and he broke his wrist. He had broken his wrist. But the funny thing is, the doctors got confused on which wrist it was and grabbed his broken wrist and started squeezing and pulling and all that. And he said he's sitting there going, yeah. He was like, that's the broken one. And they quickly let go and put him in a cast. He was in a cast for a good while that summer. So that one summer, we've got one of them breaking their wrist and another one getting hit in the face by a pipe coming down at full swing. Did anything happen to me? Yeah, but nothing near as bad. Well, actually, I had two things happen to me that summer. One of them, and I mean, this is not a big deal compared to those, but one day while they were over, I opened a cabinet, and one of those huge jars of tomato sauce fell out and landed straight on my big toe. And I have never been in so much pain over my toe in all my life. I thought it broke it at first, but thankfully it didn't. But it really hurt because it was one of the, it wasn't a plastic vat or anything. It was an aluminum can, one of those big ones, and it just, bam, right on my big toe. Second thing that happened to me was we were in the pool, and my dad had put umbrellas on our deck, but he had actually nailed them. One of them was screwed, one of them was nailed. I don't know why he did them both the way, but the one that had been nailed was starting to come loose a little bit because, of course, kids being kids, we had grabbed on them, jerked them around, and all that. So we got in the pool, and we were swimming just normally. And keep in mind, this is an above-ground pool, and it was very close to the deck. We had the above-ground ladder attached to the deck, so we could just get out of the pool and be on the deck. And I come up out of the water. Well, I'm underwater. I come up. One of the umbrella, and you guys also got to remember, these umbrellas, the poles for them, were not plastic. They were metal pipes. I come up. That one of them falls and lands right on my head, like a metal pole landing on Wile E. Coyote's head kind of way. Like, it knocked me for a loop. I actually went underwater for a couple of seconds when it hit me, and it hurt like no other. I don't know how it didn't give me a concussion or just knock me loose, but yeah, that was a very, very bad summer. Just injuries all around. Some worse than others, of course. But, level up. Yeah, level 1 foraging. Sweet. Okay. See how much gold we got. Not much, I'm gathering. 188. Not that bad. Day 3 of spring. Everyone saving. Your progress has been saved. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to end the first episode here. I really, really want feedback on what you guys think of this. And like I said, I thought maybe you guys could use a little break from horror games. Like, I'm going to continue to do horror games, but every now and then, if I just can't find a horror game I want to play, or if I don't have any horror games, I'll play something like this. I'll play something like Stardew Valley, or once I get paid, maybe I'll try Minecraft. Just let me know what you guys think about this. And like I said, in every episode, I'll tell you guys some stories from my life, and that way you guys can learn more about me, and hopefully in this very uncertain time, it'll make you guys laugh, make you guys smile, because that's the whole purpose of this, to make you guys happy, to entertain you. So same as always, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit that like button, leave me a comment, because like I said, I would love to hear some feedback. Share it around. Just remember, guys, to stay positive, stay safe, don't let the media scare you. Everything is going to be okay, and I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play. See ya.